one of the most powerful men in history, woke up every morning and repeated the same words to himself. Today, I will meet arrogant people, ungrateful people, dishonest people, and I am ready. This man was the Emperor of Rome. With a single word, he could move armies. With a single word, he could have men killed. Half of the known world answered to him. And yet, every dawn, he wrote these words, to remind himself that his power gave him nothing, because there was only one thing he could control. And it's the same one thing you can control. Chances are, right now, you're fighting the same battle he fought every morning, and you're losing. His name was Marcus Aurelius. In 161 AD, he became Emperor of Rome. To understand his world, picture this: an empire stretching from Britain to Syria. 70 million people, half of known civilization. And the laws, the armies, the treasury of that entire world, bound to the words of one man. What did the emperors before him do with that power? Caligula declared himself a god. Nero had his own mother murdered. Domitian smiled while signing execution orders. The Roman throne seemed almost designed to corrupt whoever sat on it. Then one man came and took the same seat. And didn't break. The strange part? He never wanted to be emperor in the first place. Marcus wasn't born to the throne. He was pushed onto it. From childhood, he was a serious, quiet soul. He didn't play. He studied philosophy. His Stoic teachers drilled one idea into him. Everything in the world happens outside of you. Only one thing lives within you: your character. And that is the only thing you can ever control. That idea would follow him for the rest of his life. At 17, the reigning emperor, Antoninus Pius, adopted him. The reason was simple. Marcus was the least hungry for power of any man alive. And that was exactly what Rome needed. But Marcus didn't want it. Years later, he would write in his journals, "The palace corrupts a man. I wanted to be a philosopher, not an emperor." He couldn't escape his fate. At 40, he took the throne of Rome. And then the world began to collapse on top of him. Germanic tribes attacked along the northern borders. Marcus spent nearly half his reign not in a warm palace, but in frozen war camps, on the banks of icy rivers, in tents among the dead. Then came the plague, the Antonine Plague. Returning soldiers brought it back from the east. Millions died across the empire, roughly a third of Rome's population. Cities filled with bodies. The economy collapsed. Then the personal losses began. Marcus had 13 children. 8 died in infancy. His wife Faustina died. His closest friends, one by one, went into the ground before him. And then the hardest blow of all. Avidius Cassius, one of Marcus's most trusted generals. He raised the banner of revolt in the eastern provinces, declared himself emperor. Marcus had every right to rage, to seek revenge, to answer a general's betrayal with an emperor's wrath. But that night, in his tent, he opened his journal and wrote, "Don't wake up angry in the morning. Remember, even those who betray you are human. In their place, perhaps you would have done the same." The world was falling apart. The emperor was taking notes. If this channel isn't already in your feed, you know what to do. Now we get to the strangest part of what Marcus actually did. Because in the middle of all that chaos, he didn't just survive. He reformed. He granted slaves their first legal protections. He guaranteed access to justice for even the poorest citizens. To fund the wars, he auctioned off his own statues and the palace's jewels, rather than raising taxes. In some years, he distributed portions of the treasury directly to the people. Against the rot of every emperor who came before him, Marcus seemed to belong to a different age entirely. But why? Why didn't he break? Why didn't he explode in rage? Why didn't he disappear to some island when he had every reason to? The answer was that one thing his teachers had given him. Here is what Marcus understood. Freedom is not doing whatever you want. Freedom is choosing who you will be, inside whatever you are forced to do. The Stoics called it the dichotomy of control. In life, there are two kinds of things: the things you can control and the things you cannot. Things you cannot control: the family you were born into, the era you live in, your body, what other people say, illness, death, everything that happens to you. Things you can control: one thing, how you respond to what happens to you. In other words, your character. Marcus didn't want to be emperor, but he became one. He didn't want the plague, but it came. He didn't want betrayal, but it found him. He wanted his children to live, but most of them died. He controlled none of it. The only thing he controlled was who he chose to be in the face of all of it. And in that journal, he reminded himself of the same truth over and over. External events cannot harm you. Only your own judgment about them can. That journal is still in print today. It's called Meditations, written 2,000 years ago by a man writing only to himself, not to be published, just to survive. Now ask yourself, how many times today did you get angry at something you couldn't change? A car in traffic, a comment you didn't like, a message that went unanswered, the way your boss looked at you, the weather, someone else's success. How many of those were in your control? None of them. But how many stole your peace for the day? All of them. You are living your life as a spectator in a theater that was never yours, laughing, hurting, raging over other people's performances. And meanwhile, the one thing you actually control, who you are today, is being pushed to the background. Marcus was the most powerful man in the world, and he understood that real power wasn't ruling the world. It was ruling yourself. You don't rule the world, but you're not ruling yourself either. So then, who exactly is ruling you? One of the most powerful men in history woke up every morning and repeated the same words to himself. Today, people will be arrogant, ungrateful, dishonest. But I choose who I will be. What did you choose today?